Hi, my name is Mahad Kokar.
My name is Sally Jacqueline. We represent the management of the large hospital in Manitoba.
Today, we present the case of Elliot Lloyd, a former hospital attendant at our hospital whose conduct outside of the workplace led to his termination. We will demonstrate how this decision aligns with our hospital's commitment to professional standards and prioritizing patient care while drawing comparisons with three similar cases.
Honestly, Elliot Lloyd plaintiff in this case, and the party who makes the complaint in this proceeding. Elliot Lloyd is a hospital attendant at our large urban hospital in Vancouver and has been charged with an assault while off duty. On the evening of Saturday, August 19, 2017, an assault was committed on the husband, Ted Bixby, of our patient, Mrs. Bixby. This conduct, in the opinion of the employer, is unprofessional and warrants termination. We base our decision wholly under the Health Professions Act, Bill 36, which states governing all health professions, that is a profession in which a person exercises skill or judgment or provides a service related to the treatment or care of individuals who are injured, sick, disabled, or infirm. This applies to our employee or employee. This act is current since November 1st of 2023 in the Health Professions Act, Chapter 183, RX BC 1996.
On August 19th, 2017, Elliot Lloyd, following the consumption of alcohol, was involved in a physical altercation at a gas station. He had restrained and threatened Mr. Ted Bixby. Unfortunately, this incident was witnessed by Mr. Bixby's wife, a patient who was under our care. The confrontation led to assault charges against Mr. Lloyd. In response to this, and after being informed by Mr. Bixby, our hospital took immediate action by suspending Mr. Lloyd with pay on November 1st, 2017, pending an investigation. This investigation, which included interviews from the involved parties, concluded with the decision to terminate Mr. Lloyd's employment effective on January 9th, 2018. Mr. Lloyd's actions were a severe violation of the professional conduct expected in our institution. Even though the incident occurred outside of the workplace, it has demonstrated a significant lapse in judgment. The aggressive nature of the incident raised immediate concerns about Mr. Lloyd's ability to maintain a safe and caring environment, which is unacceptable in a healthcare facility. Additionally, the involvement of a patient's family member and the subsequent legal charges brought this matter to the public's attention, potentially impacting our hospital's reputation. Witness statements, including that of the gas station attendant, gave insight into the nature of Mr. Lloyd's actions, justifying the rationale of our decision to terminate his employment. In the matter of Elliot Lloyd's termination from our hospital, we stand firmly on the principle that the actions of our staff should always reflect the highest standards of professional conduct, prioritizing patient safety, and maintaining the integrity and reputation of our institution. In this recent incident, Elliot Lloyd did not uphold our hospital's values, thus leading management to the decision in upholding Elliot's termination. To strengthen our position, we will reference three relevant case precedents that align with our decision. These cases are necessary in upholding strict professional standards in healthcare environments, while also providing information on the consequences of failing to do so. In the case of St. Michael's Long-Term Care Center versus the Alberta Union of Provincial Employees, 2020, the griever in this case, Janet Smikalski, a nursing attendant with 15 years of seniority at St. Michael's Long-Term Care Center, was terminated on October 5, 2018. The employer cited serious abusive behavior, failure to prevent a resident from physical harm, and not reporting an incident of abuse as reasons. Smikalski filed a grievance the next day, claiming her termination was without just cause, seeking reinstatement and damages. Smikalski was accused of not intervening in an incident where another attendant allegedly struck a patient. Mrs. White's family had installed, or Mrs. White's, the patient's family, had installed a hidden camera capturing several clips showing Smikalski and her colleague caring for the patient. These clips raised concerns about potential abusive behavior. The footage was reviewed by management and led to the termination of both Smikalski and her colleague. Smikalski argued that she was unaware of any abuse by her colleague and that she had performed her duties correctly. She expressed shock upon learning about the investigation and the hidden camera footage. The center's representatives testified about their reasons for dismissing Smikalski, citing a breach of care standards and the center's zero-tolerance policy for abuse. Smikalski's defense centers on her claim of being unaware of the alleged abusive behavior by her colleague and her adherence to her duties as understood by her. The Arbitration Board is tasked with determining whether Smikalski's termination was justified based on the evidence presented, considering the center's policies and the nature of the alleged incidents. In Smikalski's case, there was a clear violation of medical protocols directly impacting patient safety and trust.
In our next case, it is a summary of the case dated January the 9th, 2014. The case is Article Louise versus HTC Employer. The date of the hearing was January 9th, 2014. It was filed on May the 23rd, 2014. The adjudicator was Michael T.R. Jackson. This is a claim of unjust dismissal pursuant to Section 242 of the Canada Labor Code. Filed on May the 23rd, 2014. The complainant states that she was unjustly dismissed from the employer. On September 18, 2013, Michael Brown was appointed a job cover, and on September 30th, 2013, contact was made with the complainant providing a email address and agreed to meet in a North Vancouver location. This hearing letter was established with the date and time. Carly Heath was the manager and witness for employer HTC. The complainant was hired by the House of Learning Early Childhood Education owned by HTC on August 24th, 2009, and was terminated on February 25th, 2014. Manager Carly S. Heath and direct manager complainant German state reason for termination is a violation of employee policy manual and the employee code of ethics. If an employee is signed of knowledge and agrees to abide by the employee code of ethics. In the employee code of ethics on number 13 it states, all employees shall display the best standard of professional conduct while employed with HTC, and also when representing HTC and during any activity within or outside the HTC offices. dismissed from employment for just cause, including but not limited to wage and employment benefits as set out in this policy. Carly Hayes and her direct supervisor, Mavis Windsor, a social development director at HTC, received a letter on February 2nd, 2013, a complaint from Yvonne Nelson, who is the mother-in-law of Jacqueline German. Jacqueline German was assaulted by the complainant. Jacqueline Germain was a trial because of early childhood development. Childhood education. Yvonne Nelson states, most important of all is I didn't have one-on-one non-hours attending a daycare and counseling with me concerned that behavior like this is totally unhealthy and may have other parents question such action or an employee that works with their children. There is no evidence of a criminal convention. Carly Hayes was very concerned because the complainant had not brought this incident to our attention. On February 5th, 2013, Hayes controlled a meeting with the complainant to give her an opportunity to give her version of the events. The complainant said that there was no regret and that it was unfair. The complainant did not apologize for that incident and never explained her side of the assault, even though she was given an opportunity to do so. Hayes consulted with Mavis Windsor, her supervisor, and Donna Germain, the complainant's manager, who all agreed that termination was the correct discipline and agreed to the rights of the member of termination. Regarding the off-duty behavior, at this point, Mr. Blacksland concludes that HTC has presented evidence that the behavior of the complainant was inappropriate and justified discipline. Hayes testified that the complainant appeared to believe her termination to be unfair and not her fault. The complainant displayed an inability to appreciate her family and value the community and is also to be always felt that role model. HTC has provided evidence as to the consequences of the complainant's off-duty conduct and that it was harming HTC's reputation and also rendering her unable to perform her duties satisfactorily. She's also injuring the general reputation of herself and HTC staff because she engaged in a criminal activity that was uncommon with the staff rather than a mass. In conclusion, that case was dismissed and justly dismissed. The complainant was dismissed because the termination was for just cause.
One final case precedent that bolsters our argument in justifying Elliot Lloyd's termination is the case of Alberta Health Services versus the United Nurses of Alberta, 2019. Summary of the case is this case revolves around two grievances that were filed by the United Nurses of Alberta on behalf of Grenita Bravo. These grievances were related to a one-day suspension and a subsequent termination, both which were connected to separate patient care incidents. Regarding her one-day suspension incident, Grenita Bravo, while working as a charge nurse, was responsible for an elderly, agitated patient during a night shift. Bravo's actions, such as rearranging equipment to barricade the patient in a chair and inadequately managing a dislodged catheter, were viewed as a breach of safe patient care. Her co-workers, upon returning from a break, found the patient in a distressing state. He was barricaded in a chair with his catheter and urine bag disconnected. The arbitration found Bravo's conduct misguided and below the standard of care, leading to the upholding of her one-day suspension. Regarding her termination incident, The second incident in this case was involved when Bravo allegedly restrained another patient unnecessarily during care. This was perceived as causing physical and emotional harm. Specific allegations included lifting and bouncing the patient's leg on the bed rail, causing the patient to scream in pain, and not releasing the leg until a colleague intervened. The investigation concluded Bravo's actions constituted patient abuse and breached AHS policies. The termination was also influenced by her recent one-day suspension and lack of remorse or acknowledgement of the seriousness of her actions. Granita Bravo's case involved serious breaches in patient care, resulting in both a suspension and eventual termination. Her actions compromised patient dignity and safety, violating core values of our organization, or their organization. In arguing to uphold Elliott's termination, these cases could be referenced to emphasize the critical nature of professional conduct in healthcare settings, especially in handling vulnerable patients. One of my arguments, or our arguments, is the violation of trust and professional standards. All three cases signify a significant breach of trust. While these cases had direct implications regarding the patient's care, Elliot Lloyd's off-duty conduct raised significant concerns about his judgment and respect for safety. These are essential traits for anyone in a healthcare setting. Our second argument deals with the impact on the institution's reputation and its patient safety. Our hospital's reputation prioritizes public trust and adherence to patients' values. Each of these cases, including Mr. Lloyd's, could have severely impacted our commitment to these principles. Upholding our decision to terminate Mr. Lloyd's employment is crucial or critical in maintaining our institution's integrity and public confidence. Our third and final argument is that it sets precedent and consistency in upholding conduct policies. Consistency in enforcing conduct policies is vital. The actions taken in our relevant case precedents underline our commitment to these standards. Similarly, in Mr. Lloyd's case, the same principles apply, reinforcing our stance on professional conduct and patient safety.
Mr. Lloyd's behavior during the incident violated the hospital's policies on employee conduct, which are in place to ensure a safe and professional environment. The incident also directly involved the hospital patient's family member and significantly impacted the patient's perception of safety and trust in the hospital, as evidenced by her concern forcing her husband to report the incident. Our goal was to demonstrate the necessity of enforcing policies consistent with the Labor Code and the Youth Professions Act to maintain the integrity of the hospital's operations and standards. We thoroughly examined and presented cases to support our finding of termination of the employee.
Thank you for your attention and consideration throughout this presentation.
We trust that the evidence and the arguments provided have been beneficial in understanding our decision to uphold Elliot Lloyd's termination. We look forward to your resolution in this matter.
Thank you.